once, I fucking popped up again, nigga. She comes. No, you can't be doing this to me. I was like, what's wrong, babe? She's like, no, you can't just come fuck the shit out of me, then just leave, and then you just pop back up, and then I can't just say no. Like, I know you can't. Now open up. What we eating dinner? Oh, man. Yeah, like that.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on second down, this is Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
You should have had to. You said, I'll do it again, nigga. And I know what I want to do. I'll do it again.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down.
Yeah, that
he needed
Will
5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't turn that out right, crispy.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. They set up the screen to Hill. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
Right there, he a troublemaker too.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3 on the play.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Gurley again here on first down. And Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 64 yards. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
We know primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Raven 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, that is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Raven 1st down.
Oh, damn.
Jackson on the game to Dobbins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a carry for Dobbins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Did you ever find out what is this? What did he really tell you?
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
On the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Ryan Hill.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first. Very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Ryan. And incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little.
What are you doing, Oprah? You're on the wrong one. Your husband is weak. I'm sorry. Hey, you're on the wrong one. We're live. I'm doing this, Oprah. You're on the wrong one.
Another carry now for Gurley.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell Oprah we're live.
She's gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They run. It's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now following the touchdown, off Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. We're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker.
9-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good.
Right.
And that's going to cost him a football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting.
Very
clean game. No turnovers by either side.
Yeah.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here,